This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for the morning of Tuesday, May 14th, 2024. I'm Alex Brown. With the double track project on the South Shore Line in Northwest Indiana complete, officials are now looking to the future. Among the goals of the Northern Indiana Commuter Transportation District is moving the rail line's connection to South Bend International Airport from the east side of the airport to the west.
It will save 12 to 15 minutes for every train to and from Chicago and get South Bend down to what our goal has been in that area, down to that 90-minute mark to and from Chicago.
President Mike Nolan said they are also looking to bring the rail line to downtown South Bend, which could cost up to $300 million to complete. Subaru of Indiana Automotive will soon be adding to its roster. Subaru Corporation CEO Atsushi Osaki said during an earnings call Monday that the Lafayette plant has been tapped to manufacture both the hybrid and traditional gas models of the Forester SUV. A spokesperson for Subaru of Indiana declined to elaborate on the announcement, saying additional details would be forthcoming. Third-party logistics provider DHL Supply Chain is detailing plans for a layoff at a facility in Hendricks County. In a notice to the state, the company said 170 workers in Clayton would be affected. A spokesperson for DHL told Inside Indiana Business an unnamed customer is transitioning its business to a new provider, which led to the layoffs. The move is slated to begin in August. From the number one source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business Radio.
IBJ Media, Inside Indiana Business, and the Indiana Economic Development Corporation invite you to the Engage Indiana series, presented by CareSource, Indiana University, and Old National Bank. With an unrelenting focus on growing Indiana's economy, we'll dive into each region's unique challenges and distinct opportunities for growth. 9 regions, one goal. Indiana's bold future starts here. Discover more and register at ibj.com/engage.
Indiana's hospital prices remain among the highest in the nation, according to the latest study conducted by research group RAND Corporation, released Monday morning.
The study provided relative prices for what employers and employees pay at more than 4,000 hospitals and 2,000 ambulatory surgery centers across the nation. Indiana's employers and employees are paying nearly 3 times, or 297%, what Medicare pays for the same services at the same hospital, the study concluded. That's higher than the national average of 254% and higher than neighboring states Michigan, Kentucky, Illinois, and Ohio. Overall, Indiana's total commercial hospital prices are 8th highest in the U.S., a slight improvement from the last study when Indiana was 7th. The study results were presented Monday at the National Healthcare Price Transparency Conference in Indianapolis, hosted by the Employers Forum of Indiana, a coalition of companies that push for more transparency and value in healthcare. CEO Gloria Sokdev says while hospital prices make up the largest slice of the pie for employee-sponsored insurance plans, prescription prices are the fastest growing. Indiana appears to have 2 problems: high hospital facility prices, ranked 6th highest in the nation, and low physician prices, ranked 8th lowest. In response, the Indiana Hospital Association said its members had to subsidize physicians at a high level, which makes Indiana hospital prices look artificially higher than other states. President Brian Tabor says the report, quote, continues to paint a distorted view of healthcare in Indiana. Kate Sharon, Inside Indiana Business, Radio.
The board of directors for the South Shore Convention and Visitors Authority has selected Phil Talon as the Bureau's next president and CEO. Talon succeeds former Crown Point Mayor David Uran, who resigned at the end of 2023. He currently serves as Chief of Staff for the City of Hammond and was previously the Executive Director of Planning and Development. The organization said in his new role, Talon will work closely with the board, staff, and partners to enhance its mission of driving economic growth through tourism and attracting visitors to the South Shore region. The organization said Talon's selection followed an evaluation of numerous candidates. Indiana Secretary of Commerce David Rosenberg is this week's guest on the Business and Beyond podcast with Gary Dick, presented by PNC, a weekly conversation with high-profile Hoosiers in business, sports, and entertainment, and beyond. Available now from your favorite podcast provider. I'm Alex Brown for Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand.